Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So, I'm very happy to be here. I ask for your blessings in these auspicious days of the departure of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, return to the spiritual world. So, please give me your blessings so I can speak. Mataji, Srila Prabhupada disciple, and power, please bless me so I can speak something about Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So, well, we can recite the Mangalacharanya. We can do it all together if you want. Om Jnana-Timiramisya Jnana-Jnana Shalakaya Chakshuru-Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Namo Vistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Adati Swaparantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Natambitam Tam Sajivam Sajaitam Sarabhutam Vaijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Shakam Hey Krishna Shakam Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vyaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Pranamami Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishi Shunyabhavi Paschatri Shataime. So today is a very special day because we are celebrating Bhaktivinoda Thakur's his return to the spiritual world. So even if we are feel some pain because all departure of Vaishnavas is a little bit painful. At the same time, these great Vaishnavas, we know that they return to the spiritual world. So we celebrate all of that also. So as we know, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was one of the main teachers in our Gaudiya Sampradaya. Is it okay? Maybe we can see something in the screen, let's see. So yeah, he really established all what we are practicing now. That was a little bit not so popular at that time, and some deviation. Today we are celebrating 110 years from his departure. in 1914. And he was a Grihasta. He had many children, 10 children. Sometimes I say 10, sometimes I say 11, depending, because I heard that some of them they left the world. So he was married, and his wife died, and he get married again. He had no child. One of the main ones, as we know, is Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, also amazing personality. So then we can speak something little about him. Bhaktivinoda Thakur was a judge in the Supreme Court there in India on the times of the British Empire was established in India, and he's a householder, but at the same time he worked on this position, very high position. the British, they took him and they put him in a very high position, and he was very efficient in his job. He can resolve many cases very, very fast. Many cases. It's incredible what he can do. At the same time, his schedule of his life is like, if we read that, it's like, this is impossible. No common person can do that. He sleeps very, very little, and he worked a lot. At the same time, he practiced in the morning, especially in the morning. If many of you, maybe you went to Mayapur and you visit his house. Nowadays, it's not very. It's closed. The place that he was chanting every morning. It's a very small place behind his room, so now it's not available to get in. At least the times that we went. But in the past, like more than 10 years ago, you can enter there, you can sit there and chant Sambha. It's like this size. Like this, and like this, and he has a place to sit, and nothing. Little window there. Maybe at that time, maybe that window was not there, we don't know, but he was chanting there in the morning very early. And then he go to work. He was so important personality that the government they make some facilities for him to move from his house to the place that he worked. So there's like a train line. They are very close, so he only have to take that train and travel to his office. And then of course he worked, then he take lunch, prasadam, and he take a little rest, and again he go to work, and then he come back, have his family duties with his many kids, and again at night he read, he chant, and his life was a very, very good example for all of us. Because in our line of Parampara, we see many sannyasis, we see some Babaji, like Professor Babaji. But he was a perfect Grihasta. Of course, then he retired and he left the body, but he fulfilled all his duties in an amazing way. So he wrote many books. They say that around 100 and 1,000 maybe of poems and some songs. Today we were singing Jayarama Madhava. He wrote that, and most of the songs that we chant, we can have some brief remembrance about the songs. Maybe most of them you will know. The list is very extensive, but we can, at least the most famous, we can just remember, oh that's Bhaktivinoda Thakur, oh, that's also Bhaktivinoda Thakur, so Jayarama Madhava, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Well, the most famous song in Hare Krishna movement, which one is? Apart from the Mahamantra? Sarira Vidyajal. Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Sarira Vidyajal, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. We can remember him also there. And what else? I have here a very long list, but I can say the most simple. Doyanitai Chaitanya Nachera Mama. That's very famous, also very nice. Now become very famous by Vaisheshika, by Shashika Prabhu, very nice. And so many like Jit Jago, okay, many of them. What else? In the morning program in Vrindavan, we chant Viva Varishesha Lokapasha. When I hear that melody, it's like, you have the same feeling. You move to Vrindavan, that atmosphere in the morning is very. What else? Udilo Arun. Well, there are many. Some of them I don't know them, but the list is like huge. And also many books. The Jaiva Dharma was written by him about the soul, and many other things. And also, one of the main things that he reestablished is in our Gaudiya Vaishnava. Because at that time they were not very sure where was the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because if you went to Mayapur, Navadvip, there are like 9 islands and it's like a delta, many small rivers, some lakes also, but so the big Ganga and so in the course of the time, because of the rains and the monsoon and everything, sometimes the landscape is changed a lot. So it was very difficult to determine where was his birthplace. So people say, oh, this is the birthplace, because sometimes, there are some people that want, this is the place, so we can have Dakshina, we make temple, and we can get some. So he made a very, very good research about where was exactly. So it took him a lot of time to see the maps, and okay, now this map maybe is sold, so this can be this and that. So he take also advice from many local people, and when he had like the conclusion that I feel, and because of my research, that this is the birthplace. So he called a very amazing Vaishnava, Jagannath Das Babaji. He called him to see and to confirm what he was thinking. So Jagannath Das Babaji was very, 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 very old Babaji. So he asked him if he can come. So the disciples and servants took him to that place. Like we see some pictures in a basket, big basket. He was like this, very old. They said that it's like more than 120 years. We don't know exactly, but we heard about something. He was like very, very skinny and very old, So they carried him in the basket, and when he arrived to that place, they said that he jumped from the basket and started. He was dancing on ecstasies he confirmed this is the place. So now we have the Yoga Pit there in Mayapur. We can visit. We have the fortune to know exactly where was the place, and we have the neem tree there, and we have that fortune, and that was because of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, his main contribution. Also,
the tea is ready.
It's ready.
It's ready. Okay, I need to put the power on. Okay, he will.
I think it was there. The Budruma.
Yeah. Okay.
Just have a question.
Yeah.
Have you learnt about his early life and his Vaishnava family?
I don't know
information.
many details about that, but yeah, he came from a Vaishnava family, and yeah, he was like practicing
You need the
his childhood. Yeah.
I read something that he had many tribulation when he was young, because his own family, many members of his family, brothers and father, I think, died in an epidemic. And then he had to take care of his mother and maybe one or two other brothers, sisters. And the mother has been cheated by some person regarding their own property. So they lost the property. So Bhaktivinoda Tagore had to take care of all this. But he was not a judge in those times.
No.
He was just a simple, I think he was a teacher. And so he was not earning so much money. And so the family was really poor. And he did a lot of research to understand who was a real God, because everybody around were worshipping Shiva or many gods. And I think you're right, they were kind of Vaishnava family, but not practicing really.
Yeah. Not like Srila Prabhupada's family, that his father was like.
Yes, yes. And so he went through many research himself, books to understand. He even studied Christianism.
Yes.
To understand, and I think the fact that there was one God in the Christianism pleased him.
Yes.
But then he understood that themselves in India they had also tradition.
Yes.
Bona fide tradition.
Yeah.
And that's how he reached Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yes, he made a lot of research with another religion, another path. Yeah,
I don't know where he is.
That's okay. It's okay.
No.
He was very learned. Yeah. Thank you for your contribution. In any part of the lecture, if you have something that you can, please, everybody. We are sharing.
That the other doesn't know.
Yeah, we are sharing. This is interactive. So so he also would something amazing that is very relevant for our movement and the mood of Srila Prabhupada is the way that he introduced the Namahata. In his book, the Godruma Kalpatavi, that means the forest trees of desire trees of Godrum. As we know in Navadvip, one of the island is Godrum Dvip. There is his house, and also very close, like maybe 200 meters less, is Suravi Kunj. Now it's a very nice temple there, close to the, I think it's the Shalangi there. And that was the place when the Namahata restarts again. So he established. And at that time, he was like a magazine, that he put there all the information about the preaching, about what the things that are going on there around, and he shared that. And he in this Godruma Kalpatavi, he explained with a very nice metaphor about the market of the holy name. He said, okay, the holy name is like a market. So in the market we find different things. For example, what we find is like products. No? Products we find in the market. People go to the market to buy some things. So there was the place that he established the market. Okay. It is in Spanish, the PowerPoint, so you can learn also a little Spanish. So you can have that benefit also. And okay, in the market there are people that work there. And who are the workers in the market? So that is are all the Vaishnavas, all the Vaishnavas acharyas, and also the followers. That's the people that work in the market.
You want this?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, so I can put next.
Can I get that shoe?
I will get it.
Yeah? Okay. So yeah. Here is Godruma, who are, the people that work in this market. Yeah. All the Vaishnavas, Acharyas, and all the followers. And also, as I said before, in the market there are some products there. What the told that they sell in this market is different things. For example, is the cane juice. Cane juice, because the nama, the name is like the cane juice, and then the rupa yukta nama is like the melasa. When you put the cane, melasa also is here. Okay, so we can see also in Vrindavan, also in Mayapur, but in Vrindavan is very famous. When you do Govardhan Parikram, there are the mans that sell the cane juice. That's you are walking and then you take this and you become alive again. So from there they start like boiling, and yeah, you have the melasa, liquid, and then the solid melasa. So he made this metaphor, analogy. So here we have the market, the Namahata, the market of the holy name. So he established this, and nowadays we see in our movement that there are many Namahatas. Also, a new thing that was introduced in the same line, Bhakti Vriksha. Maybe you heard about Bhakti Vriksha. Small groups. Okay, there are small groups in houses that they organize for. Basically, it's for newcomers, for new people. So we do that. That's our main service. So we have a group of new people that we meet in Sankirtan, or people that go to a temple for first time, and we can follow up them. So once a week we have that meeting, and we have 6 parts. The Bhakti Vriksha. It's takes like 2 hours for the program. So we have, in the beginning, we have an icebreaker. Icebreaker, you understand what it means? So everybody will put, like, for example, what was the best advice that you received? So every participant, they explain, they share. It's very important. It's not like a lecture. It's not like a lecture. One speak and the other one. No, it's like very interactive, very like in one sense informal. And then we have some kirtan, and then we have some shapa. We do 1 round all together, mantra, and then we have some philosophy discussion about some topics, basic topics. I mean, in the beginning it's basic, then we increase the concept and and then we have also we speak about the importance of sharing this knowledge, of preaching, and then we have prasadam. So these are the 6 limbs of the Bhakti Vriksha. It's very good, very successful. The movement in Russia is like explosion. There are more like 500 groups. In each group, around 10 people. Imagine. Also, Middle East, hundreds of people become Krishna conscious by this program. So Bhakti Vriksha is one of the programs of the Minister of Congregational Development, CDM, in this country. So this is like part of the of the Hare Krishna, of the like Namahata, we can say similar. So also in the market, as we have like some goods to sell, the holy name, also are workers, and also there's money. We need money to buy things. So that money, in this analogy, we have like, for example, If you want the holy name, we need the cheapest thing that we have is Shraddha. So it's like 1 paisa. Shraddha, very little money. Shraddha. And then if you want to buy something more in these 9 levels of devotional service, we have also Nishta, that is 1/4 of a silver coin. And then if you want Ruchi, you have to pay 1/4 of a silver coin, and a Shakti, 1/4 of silver coin, and then Baba is 1 coin, 1 silver coin, and then Prema is 1 golden coin. Very expensive to get Prema. In this market, and as in all of the market, there are some rules, So here it's also some rules, and in this market, it says that it's some mystery that happens. This market is that the clients, when they pay something, they receive something, and by the mercy of the owner and Lord Nityananda, the client receive, if he pay for something, but he receive more than what he pay. It's mystical, because we know if I have a bowl of ice cream and I want to share with all of you, I am sharing, but then I have less. But this is a mystical situation. So the one who deliver and who give, he open his bowl again and he have more than before. So this is something very, very extraordinary in this market. And who are the customers? Who are the clients in this market? It says that are all human beings in the world. So we have a very big market, like 800 million people in all the world, maybe. That's the clients that we have. And also, of course, all those who have the money to buy these products. But there's another thing, you can pay with fake money also. But what you receive when you pay with fake money, you receive a fake product. So it's important to have the proper kind of money, because otherwise you will receive in return the same quality. And what that means? What means this fake? It's okay the way fake money, false, fake money. So the original, the good, the proper money is the one who is with pure intentions, with faith, free of desires of liberation or gain something material, as we see in the nectar of instruction, and also in the nectar of devotion. Anya vilasita sunyam jnana karma dhyana vritam anukulyena krishna nushilanam bhaktir uttama. Srila Rupa Goswami explained what is bhakti, what is pure bhakti, that must be, no material desire, and also no, want some prestige or all that things. So, and the fake money is when these intentions are, have some karma and also some jnana. That's the purpose. So, who are those who can work in this Namahata, in this market? All the Vaishnavas. They can work, all the Vaishnavas, but the condition is that they have to maintain as much pure as they can, following the principles of Vaishnavas, and have been truthful and all the good qualities. There are different employers in this market that they can do different things. Like, for example, the hair cutter, the laundry man. He make this analogy. It's very funny, and he explained what each of them they do. They are a special position. No one. It's not like everybody can have this position in this market. They are very qualified people. Here you have the
Paramanika. So he worked in that way. And what he do is a very advanced devotee that helps the other devotees trying to cut, the different things like lust, like the bad behaviors, and so they make them like very clean, very paka, he's cutting their hair. So it's a very important position in this market. Also the dopa, the one who washed, also that's a very important position in this market, because this person is the one that can see if there are some deviation in the philosophy, for example. If there's some deviation, he have the skills to make corrections and become again in the path. And also some people, if they have some deviation, this dopa can correct and redirect them in the proper path. So that's the job of the dopa. And then we have the darji, the tailor. It's like the tailor. So what he do is, there are some people that they follow the karma path, the jnana and yoga and many rituals and different activities, Vedic activities. We can see this more in Indian people. That we see that very much. And what he do? He's an expert. So he take everything from those practices and he put them in such way that people can become Vaishnavas. So he take things to encourage them to follow the correct path, but it's not like testing them. No. He this and this. He's an expert. He's an expert. It's not an easy task to take and extract the different things. And we can be, of course, part of this wonderful Namahata market, and by his grace we can be empowered. And he was an extraordinary person, and he want someone to carry his mission. So he prayed to Lord, please, I want to have a child that can continue with this legacy. And finally he get, and we heard a ray of Vishnu, his son, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And many amazing things happened when he born. He was a child, and one time there was the time of the Ratha Yatra. Now we are celebrating Ratha Yatra this Sunday, and when the chariot was passing from in front of his house, because somebody was in Jagannath Puri. Jagannath Puri, you went to Jagannath Puri? Yeah. Okay. Jai Jagannath Baleva Subhadra ki jai, Sivanita ki jai. So there is the main road there where the temple, Jagannath temple is, and then in the other side is the Gundicha temple, and the Ratha Yatra come from Jagannath temple and go through the Gundicha. So in that road was his house, because he was living there. Then he moved. And one time when the procession was going on, the chariot was stuck there in front of his house. And because he was a very important person in the government, he had some special mercy, and also an amazing and extraordinary Vaishnava. So one time the chariot stuck there, and her wife had the fortune to climb that into the chariot with his little child, that we know as Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And when he was there, one garland from Lord Jagannath fell to his baby, there when she was there. So that was another sign that that baby will be like someone very, very, very special. And yeah, following his footsteps, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur established amazing contribution and temples and mats, as we know. So yeah, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur, as we see in the altar, has his spiritual master, Gorkishore Das Babaji, that was a close friend, and he had a very good relation, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur respects him a lot, and he advised Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur to take initiation by him, but was not so easy. We knew that was not so easy. Gorkishore Das Babaji was a Babaji, he don't want like any disciples and nothing, very detached, Avaduta. But because of the austerity and the sincerity and the pure heart of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur, he accepted him as his disciple. So we have this line, when I see in the altar today, Mangalarti, I was seeing, wow, this is amazing, we have extremely wonderful personalities. You know, we speak about, you know, you see in the picture the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, you see them with like just a piece of cloth. But they were like, you know, extremely rich people, that they, you know, they were very detached, and not only rich in terms of Lakshmi, they are extremely intelligent people. We can't imagine. So we have this movement with so great personalities, and today we're speaking about Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also. We can imagine. And maybe, yeah, when I travel sometimes in India and I see people there, and I try to think, oh yeah, maybe because we have, okay, in our minds, okay, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, but also if we see people in India and maybe see, okay, this could be also some very extremely extraordinary Vaishnava. And nowadays we have here in all the movement, not also in India, we have in the whole movement so great devotees that are doing amazing contributions. And yeah, when we speak about our parampara, we think, okay, this was something from the past. Maybe nowadays, you know, nobody can achieve those levels. Of course, we have to have this position of humble. We be humble and also see others, and yeah, no make comparison. Yeah, but we can see that there are amazing devotees around us. Living sadhus, living Vaishnavas, pure devotees. We have to say that, because otherwise we say, okay, pure devotees are all in the scriptures. No. Yeah, it's very far from us. No. We are surrounding for many pure devotees. Of course, a pure devotee he will say, I'm a pure devotee, of course, no. And if you, but because we cannot measure in some way, we cannot measure, but at the same time we can see their behaviors, and there's many in the scriptures we can see, and gives us a lot of details and how we can identify pure devotee. You know? And some of them are very popular in the movement. Some of them have very, huge titles, but some of them are very, very shy. They do menial service in temples or even in their homes, but they are pure devotees. I am proud to say that we have many pure devotees in our movement, and that's the proof that this process works. That this Srila Prabhupada, what he established, he put the seed and it's growing, and we have a lot of fruits that we can see nowadays. Look where we are now. We are in a mansion. This is one of the most expensive neighborhoods in Switzerland. and we are here in a Hare Krishna temple. This is amazing. This is because of the effort of so many devotees that they work a lot to have this and to maintain this. So we have this, and sometimes myself I cannot see very clear and don't have too much perspective of where we are, because sometimes if you are in the picture you cannot see what is going on. You have to take like a distance, see, have a broad view and appreciate. And when we travel with my wife, one of the main things is serve in other places. Our main service when we travel is like Harinam Sankirtan, and also get inspiration to bring the local devotees in the place that we are in, like Uruguay and Argentina, so to connect them with this reality. Because in South America, South America is poor part of the world, and many of them they cannot. It's very difficult to move. The currency is like extremely expensive. Everything to go out of the country. But at least, so many of them, they don't know, they think that the movement is only Buenos Aires, Mandir. That is very nice, but they don't have a broad picture. So one of the main things when you travel is to get association, inspiration, hear different projects. Okay, yeah, Eco Village, they are doing, young people doing this, that, sannyasis, devotees, gurus, senior devotees, they are doing things. So we get a lot of inspiration about association. So then we can share with them, and and try to make things happening there also in that part of the world that not so many gurus go there, but yeah, we have some mercy, but we need more. So I will end here, and we can have some questions or some comments. If someone knows some things about Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, please go ahead, say what you feel, what you want, in order to expand the conversation. Krishna Premarupa, please.
Just a short note that
please.
Personally, I extremely appreciate Bhaktivinoda Thakur's songs.
We
have this Sharanagati and Gita Bhagavad Gita, Mala, Kalyana Kalpataru, these 4 songbooks. And just reading these songs, there's so much bhava, so much emotion, spiritual emotion in these songs. And also at the same time, all the tattva of the scripture is very nicely, essence presented.
Yeah.
I always feel like it's very nice to read these songs.
Yeah, he's a proliferous author of books. So in the beginning we spoke about the songs, and we start, searching Jayara Madhava, Sarira Vidyajal, Jiv Jago. Yeah, we were seeing I read some of the list. It's like this, the list, and it's all inside, as you said. The main topics and the main principles of the philosophy are condensed there. It's not like, okay, yeah, it's a song, but when you go deep in the song, because sometimes we chant, Sarira Vidya Jaya, but if you go deep on that song, oh my God. Like people say, oh, Prabhupada, he didn't spoke about this and that. If we read his books deep, if we understand what he said and what he don't said in the proper way, we have Tulsi. Every day we chant Tulsi. Very deep prayers that we chant. So that's for those who say, oh, Prabhupada, he didn't give us all the Gopi Baba and all that things. No, everything is there. And in the proper time and with the maturity, we can understand that. Yeah. Someone wants to share, to add something, or to correct something? Yes, Prabhu, please.
Just to add, I recently heard, but I'm not sure I remember correctly, so maybe someone can confirm, that Bhaktivinoda Thakur was friend with Tagore, Tagore is a famous, I don't know if anyone knows him, famous poet from Bengal, probably the most famous Indian poet ever. So I didn't know, but they were at the same time basically producing many literature and songs, and they used to meet. Tagore and Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Banu Swami. Banu Swami, a couple of days ago, was in Bologna, in my hometown, and he told us that Tagore used to read Bhaktivinoda Thakur's poems. I used to appreciate Krishna.
Wow.
So this is, I mean, I was impressed because I think, what I really was stood out, what you shared, and what I also really admire about Bhaktivinoda Thakur is that was really great intellectual, but at the same time very engaged in society.
Yes.
Very practical, very very modern, very modern. To the point that even the greatest Indian poet, one of the greatest Indian poet, would meet up with him. And I remember also reading that he sent his Krishna, a collection of poems to UK and to some of great transcendentalist movement poets in Massachusetts, in New York at that time, and beginning of 20th century, 1900s. Many of them never answered, but used to connect. It was really, engaged in society, and
that's a great example for all of us.
Exactly.
That this can be done. It's not like you have to come to a temple and live in the temple, and no, you can do that, of course, and it's wonderful, but 99.9% of devotees around the world, they are householders, grihastas. Most of them, some sannyasis, few, some brahmacharis, few, but most of them are grihastas. So he's a very nice example. So he left the body in Jagannath Puri in 1910, surrounded by devotees chanting, and he get the perfection of life. He have a perfect life, perfect end. Even if in some, as Mataji shared with us, was not easy. His youth, his family problem. So this process is incredible, and we have to be very grateful from him. We are here because of him in many sense, not in one sense, in many sense. Otherwise, who knows where we are? The bell ring. That's confirmed the end of the lecture. Thank you so much for your kind attention. Sorry about my English. It's not very good, but I'm working on that. Hare Krishna. Om Namaha.
Thank you, Prabhupada.
I was calling you in the morning, so I was calling you. You brought
Krishna, Krishna,
Yeah, if I would
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
because it's actually a regular seva.
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
I don't know. I mean, you know, it's always happening.
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Maybe some fresh air.
stoel ervoor.
Sorry?
You would like a chair there?
No, thank you.
No?
I stay for a while and then I'll start after this. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Do we didn't know each other to the Gokula in the city?
No, I was here in the 90s, but
Okay. Sorry. Hare Krishna. Krishna